And another group that's feeling the pressure from the Omicron variant, theaters and concert venues. At the Robinson Center, they had to push back Fiddler on the Roof because of positive cases. THV11's Ian Russell shows us how one venue is keeping an eye on the variant and making sure their guests stay safe.
COVID-19 sidelined the theater industry, and they've only recently been able to get back at it. With the Omicron variant spreading, they're taking every precaution they can to make sure another show doesn't get postponed. The Robinson Center should be busy this weekend.
With breakthrough COVID cases in the cast, we had to postpone that to next fall, and we're looking forward to that then.
Instead, chairs in the theater will be empty. It's a callback to last year when that was the norm.
And on March 12th of 2020, we announced our next Broadway season, and we were thrilled to announce the Arkansas premiere of Hamilton. That day is when the world kind of shut down.
Fiddler on the Roof should have been playing here this weekend. COVID cases forced that to postpone until later. And speaking of Hamilton, that's coming up soon in February if the Omicron variant doesn't keep them in the wings too.
Rigorous testing among the cast, for the hall staff, for us, just to try to make sure everyone is strong and healthy.
If Omicron were to sideline a show as big as that, or even cancel the season, it's a huge loss. Previous shows that saw huge crowds, like The Lion King back in 2018, drew over 49,000 people to Little Rock, and the economic benefit of just that show, over $11 million.
So for instance, if a show is canceled and that cast doesn't come to town, that cancels out hotel rooms for when they come to stay here in Little Rock, or you lose out on that restaurant money. The city has employees that had planned to work all weekend, and now they're not.
In a statement, Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau President and CEO Gretchen Hall said of COVID-19, quote, "It's extremely disruptive, but we continue to monitor cases and follow CDC guidelines to best ensure the safety of patrons. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, making sure people are safe at the theater, even if it means shows get pushed back."
We know what needs to happen and how to protect people, so I'm actually more positive. I'm not as scared, because we've lived through 2 years of this craziness, and I think it's just preparing us to keep moving forward.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
McCormick says if you did have tickets for Fiddler on the Roof this weekend, still hold on to them because they plan on announcing a rescheduled date, and those details will be sent to your email.